I dreamed a dream in times gone by after seeing it on telly. So I formed a band to tour the land and become legendary. We played a bunch of local shows and thought that we were really it. Alas, our friends were too polite to admit to us that we were shit. The dream continued for a while, but times began to change. Adulthood crept up on us, and folks seemed to deem the adult dream as strange. With new grown-up priorities, we trudged along until each one of us was forced to get a job that actually paid the bills. And now I'm left here to accept that my life's trajectory hasn't been what the films and TV shows suggested it would be. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but in all probability I'll never get offered that headline slot at Glastonbury. What-o folks, Thomas Benjamin Wilde Esquire here with song number 24 of my Song a Week series. Although technically, again, like last week, this is going to be a song that's going to be included on the new album that's coming out in the autumn. I decided that actually writing another new song every single week might be a little bit overextending myself, considering that I still need to finish off the album. So I've decided to combine the two projects together for the next few weeks at least. So this song was about actually tempering your expectations for what actually success looks like. When I was younger, I always imagined that I'd end up as a rock god. And we'll be playing headline shows across the world in massive stadiums. And there's very few people that actually get to do that and get to that level of success. So it's about tempering those expectations and being happy with the kind of success that you've got. So the second verse goes on to talk about my attempts at an acting career when I was younger, which ended very abruptly. If you want to hear the full song before anybody else, you can join my Patreon community who have had the song for a good few months now, if not a year or so. Follow the link in the description and you can find the information there. So yeah, this is a song about finding joy within the smaller successes of life. Perhaps you've not hit the high notes that films and television shows told you might. But actually, that doesn't mean you're not successful in what you're doing. It's a song about that, really. I played this on my Duke 10 banjolele. If you are interested in getting a decent discount on one, follow the link in the description. I do actually have a code so that you can get a discount if you wanted to purchase one of these. Follow the link in the description. Apologies if my voice is a little bit croaky and a little bit kind of deeper today. I'm off the back of 5 shows over the weekend and a show last night in Surbiton. So my voice has been through the ringer the last week or so. After this, I'm going to spend a few days recovering, going down to the allotment and not speaking to anybody for a little while. Lots of great responses to last week's video, which of course was Whatever the Weather. About British people's need and right to complain about the weather, whatever it is. And I've had lots of people suggesting it's not just a British thing. Lots of my Canadian followers have told me that it's a Canadian thing as well. That, of course, was written off the back of the song Too Bloody Hot, and lots of people coming into the comments and telling me that British people are always complaining about the weather. Yes, lots of people saying it's not just British people, so thank you for that. I've not had any questions this week, so I'll just go through some of the comments. QWERTY TRIG or QWERTY Trig says, I remember you at the Discworld convention and I know who you're talking about with the knitting. He's great. Yeah, so last week I was talking about the Discworld convention that I performed at, and there being someone in the audience who was dressed in an entirely knitted Discworld costume. Excellent. I'm glad somebody was actually there. Alero Babes 01 says, it's hot in Nebraska, the humidity is unbelievable. Yeah, it's been quite hot the last couple of days over here as well. I'm not particularly enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to the autumn now. But then that will bring all of its complaints as well about the autumn weather. So I should be careful what I wish for, really. Ku Black Lonk4480 says, of course, even objectionable weather can bring its consolations, like sharing a bag of red-hot fish and chips straight out of the paper with your best mate in a bus shelter in the pouring rain. I don't think I've ever heard something as British as that. Fish and chips at the seaside, in the rain, in a shelter. Yeah, you can have a paper bag. No, I agree with you there. I agree with you there completely. So Miguel Maldonado 6494 says, lol, it's not just British people, it's all too common here in the US as well. I run into problem because I enjoy the climate I chose to live in. Yeah, I agree with you there. I chose to live in the UK. Lots of people telling me I should come to other countries to experience the hot over there. I don't want to. I like the middling weather here. Extremes I can't cope with. The nerd far away says, "Hail, fellow Tolkien fan." Excellent. I'm assuming you're referring to the thing on the on the shelves behind me. So hello. Sergeant Boucherie says, I like my weather cold. Usually I am just in a t-shirt until it hits -20, unless it's windy or snowing. People keep telling me I'll get sick, but I never do. It's quite similar to my dad, actually. I remember him in all weathers going out in shorts and flip-flops. Going up to the shop in shorts and flip-flops, regardless of what season it was. So yeah, similar thing there. So Oscar Bowman says, want me to orchestrate whatever the weather? I've got some ideas. I have actually got the excellent Mr. Tom Caroline, who's doing some orchestration for me on that one. It's going to him as soon as I've finished recording it. So yeah, there is going to be some bigger orchestration on it. But thank you very much for the offer there. Matthew Wenthorn 3343 says, please provide the chords at some point. I want to see how it goes on the piano. I will do as soon as I've got it finished off, because I am trying to finish the recording of it at the moment. As soon as I've finished that, I'll try and get some chords out underneath one of the videos at some point. 100 Acre Woods says, I couldn't hear the lyrics. Could you release it again with better sound? Yeah, I did have some problems with the sound on that one, unfortunately. It was kind of a rush. It was distorted when I first recorded it, so I recorded it again while I was in Lincoln. There was quite a nice resonance in the room there, but I realised it's not as clear as it could be. Don't worry too much. That song will be being released fairly soon. And if you want to hear the full version of it, then actually you can go onto my Patreon community, where you will be able to hear the full version. Christopher Merlot 3366 says, if you want to hear people complain about weather, try living in Canada in February. I can only imagine Canadian weather is far more extreme than here in the UK. So yeah, apparently complaining about the weather is a national sport there as well. You learn something new every day. Just a quick reminder of where I'm going to be over September. On the 13th, Friday the 13th of September, I'm going to be in Biggleswade in Bedfordshire at the Big Theatre. Only not a huge number of tickets left for that one, so if you want to come along to it, make sure you get in there quickly. I'm hoping it might sell out, but we shall see. And then the following week, on the 21st of September, I'm going to be at the Village Pump in Trowbridge. Both shows with my band, the Fancy Chaps. It'd be lovely to see you at either of those ones. October, of course, I'll be in Newcastle at the Cumberland Arms on the 5th of October. And then we're getting through to gigs now that I can't remember the actual dates of. So hold on a second. So Saturday the 5th of October, I will be in Newcastle at the Cumberland Arms. And then on the 19th of October, Saturday the 19th of October, it'll be an afternoon show for the big day out at the Birdwell venue in Barnsley with the excellent Mr. Scott Dunican. He puts on an event there every year with a full day of bands playing. So I'll be bringing the band up to that one as well. It would be lovely to see you at any of those shows, folks. As I say, full details of everything I've talked about can be found in the description below. If you want to get hold of a Duke 10 banjolele, you can find information there. Also, if you want to join my Patreon community for as little as £3 a month, then you can follow the link in the description as well. Link to the gigs in there as well. And that's about it from me for this week. Hopefully see you out and about. If not, take care. And until next time, toodle pip.